we just picked up this cargo container that goes on top of the truck for 50 bucks. And here's the deal. It has this crack right here. So what we've done already is we've sanded the top side of this, and we put up some tape right here so that when we put the epoxy on here, that it doesn't drip down below into the rest of this cargo carrier. So we're going to put some epoxy here and we'll see how it goes. But first step is to sand it, and then we'll show you the next steps as they go. So I got to cut some fiberglass out. It'll fit the spot. Alright, we're going to put multiple layers right on top of there. Here's a bucket we're going to use. This is a bucket for the epoxy to mix up, and the little spatula to stir it with. This is all disposable, so you don't want anything super expensive to put it in.
Get some resin in that bucket.
Okay.
4, 5. Okay, so if that's not enough, then we just make up some more.
And you just got to mix it thoroughly.
Next.
Okay, so we got a cheap brush.
Chip off the old block.
Yeah. So we got a brush that's a really cheap brush because you won't be able to use it again after this. And he's just doing a nice little thorough coat where we're going. Alright, so he's got some gloves. The epoxy is a slow drying, is that what it is?
Yes.
Slow curing.
Slow
Curing epoxy. So you have some time to do some stuff if something bad happens. So now he's taking fiberglass, putting it onto the epoxy and making sure the epoxy is coming through. It's getting a good seal. Okay, put another layer of epoxy on top. And then we just layer like a sandwich, right? Epoxy, then fiberglass, and epoxy and fiberglass.
Well, the epoxy kind of penetrates into the, well, you can think of it as a sandwich.
Kind of like a sandwich that's soggy.
A soggy sandwich.
Soggy sandwich.
That you would not want to eat.
Yeah. And how many layers do you think we'll put on there?
Well, we're gonna
About 4 layers.
We got 4 layers cut up already.
Okay.
That's probably gonna make it stronger than it was new.
And the epoxy we're putting on there is longer than the crack was in the plastic.
Yeah, you want it to overlap.
And this will make it as strong or stronger than it was before.
I think.
Yeah. Alright, so we got our second layer going on. So guys, if you mess up, or you got some kind of issue that happens with the epoxy, as long as it's still wet, you can correct it. You can take some acetone or something and put it on there and wipe it up. But if you wait until it's dry, you are out of luck. Alright, it has been installed, and that's what it looks like. And as you see here, got the fiberglass finish underneath. We drilled a couple of holes, or 4 holes, so this can be adjusted. You see there's one in the middle that lines up. And we got that lined up beautifully with the rack of our truck right here, all nice and tight. That fiberglass turned out really well. Just drill a couple of holes, install the bolts, and we're good.